Good evening, race fans, and welcome to another weekly Z1R Rando Race. I am Boof and Boom, and joining me in the booth is Kemi and Renokai on tracking, and my co-commentator Kairos. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing excellent. We got a wonderful lineup tonight with Al Soa, Vincent 246, Moon Risen Phoenix, and Fury SK. We got we got non-tournament flags once again because we are doing weeklies.
And it feels weird. It feels so weird not to be doing tourney, but I'm looking forward to it. We've got some really exciting flags. If it's okay with you, I'll just go over them real quick. The most important ones, First Quest Mixed Overworld, we've got Shapes Dungeons, the old man giving helpful hints, but the book is required to understand him. You've noticed our tracker has marked off the white sword as it is going to be the vanilla white sword item. Sword beams are permanent, and the wood sword cave has a 50-50 shot of being its in vanilla location.
And we got a little bit of divergence. Checking out the level 3 cave in the potion shop right above that. Got a 36 mid secret on the high end. Is always nice.
Ooh, and we already have stage 4. Didn't get to see which cave it was, though.
We'll see it again.
Yep. And Vincent made a beeline straight for the overworld start and did not find it. However, Fury did. I believe that was the lower left corner cave.
Yeah, we actually had a 50-50 shot of the wood sword being in its vanilla location. And not tonight, though.
Okay. But permanent sword beams, I think, is going to be the fun thing for me that I like to see how this plays out for runners, because that's one of the most infuriating things for me is like that one enemy across the side you can't get to.
And once out to the Death Armors, we have found level 8.
Nice.
And Fury's in this level 4, and he's already got some bombs. And a staircase to... Good.
No, I was going to say, if the Linas would leave him alone, we might actually get to see what's down this staircase.
And level 5 at the other grave location, because we have a mixed first quest overworld where we have chances of all those screens that are between the two quest overworlds to be active.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, first quest mixed means that the shops are going to be first quest, like the number of big secrets, little secrets, etc., but the actual locations are then shuffled between first and second quest.
Yeah, we're going to have only one large... so instead of having only one large secret in a second quest overworld, we're using the first quest mix, which has 3 large secrets.
Gotcha.
And...
ooh, very nice find. Yeah.
That is not a... don't have to take one from a cave from a Tankini or from a shop. That red candle find for Alsoa.
Alright, and we get our first look at one of our shapes, and as usual, Kairos, you only get one cactus with me, but I am going to call level 4 like one of those oriental dragons flying over somebody.
And we have Alsoa paying off a heart to the mugger, but at 3 hearts, we're in zombie link mode where we're Alsoa's in Oko mode right now. But with permanent sword beams, you know what? It's not that bad, really.
I agree. And for his trouble is a compass.
Fury finding a ladder block here to that one room in level 4 on the far left.
And also, let's see, 5 is a microscope.
And Fury finds wooden boomerang in level 4 and picks it up because, as our resident bird in the upper left-hand corner, what's the best boomerang? The first one you find.
Yep, I agree, although I personally prefer the wooden just because shorter, faster doesn't go through the entire screen.
And Moonrise Phoenix on the wrong side of the overworld for that sword. On the other hand, maybe we can find that Armos item.
Now, I do have a question. I don't know if the flags were specific. I have to joke. Oh my goodness, Heart Shuffle, that's right. Heart Shuffle
Yes.
is in play. Silver's on the floor in level 4.
Yeah, in case you all forgot, we have a heart shuffle, meaning that those floor items that are normally always hearts, they can be any of the item pools, although we know important items in 9.
Yep, I will raise my hand as having forgotten that, as Moonrisen finds stage 1. Over in the Armos that is, what would we call that one? What Armos do you call that sort of like the northeast one from 8?
I call that I call that one the East Forest Armos.
Okay, I will agree with that. And I do like Wizrobes on the overworld. It stinks in the beginning, but as you start getting some hearts, some protection, it just means you don't have to face them in the dungeons.
And there's our wooden arrows for 82. Not necessary if you happen to dig level 4 tonight.
Ooh, was that the any key on the floor? And yes, that was any key on the floor in level 5. So level 5, absolutely beautiful for Alsoa. And Coast Heart is just that.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot more, because of the heart shuffle, every item is much more likely to be a heart. So,
and that's
they're
what I
all
love.
mixed.
Yep. I love it that, a lot of times we don't get to see some of these room clearing because, everybody just needs to find the basement staircase. Well, guess what?
And simultaneous bomb upgrade finds level 5 and level 8. And there's a floor heart, which actually is a heart in the Lake for Fury.
And Alsoa, our first runner on the board with his Triforce out of level 5.
Oh, I was just looking at the flag set again. We have a helpful hints tonight, meaning that if you want to pay for those hints, which cannot be very valuable, it will lead you in the correct direction. Plus, there will be the hints in the dungeons themselves, especially in level 9. It'll tell you where potentially they kidnapped the beast and whether or not the silver arrows are elsewhere, because, well, they are. And Moonrise finds White Sword at Vanilla 1.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, we have not gotten a lot of hearts, just that one on the floor in level 8 for Fury.
So
And we'll,
go ahead.
I was going to say that we do have 4 to 6 hearts on the White Sword item because that is shuffle, which does not have to be.
True. I was going to say Moonrisen's still doing a lot of good work in exploration, but still has been yet to find their sword, which, judging from the starting location, they might kick themselves just a tiny bit for not going in that direction. Hard to say.
Vincent finding those silver arrows in level 4, but yeah, I mean, one thing about that southwest corner, you don't want to go down there without bombs, but you need to because that's where the sword is.
I know. You see, we need to know if we have commentator's curse or blessing tonight, where if one of us says it, then it becomes so. So Risen took a death. I'd like to see him based that they're starting in the Dead Woods. Pop and just check that cave. Yeah, get over there.
And everybody else is in blue dungeons, level 4 and level 8.
Alright, I do not know what chased Vincent out from getting the Triforce in 4. I don't know if it was a ladder block or maybe a Goma block of the shutter door.
But Fury is successful in finding the Triforce in level 8. But yeah, there was definitely at least one room ladder blocked in level 4.
Ah, okay. Looks like chat may be confirming ladder block in level 4. Okay.
But we got no extra bosses, but there will still be bosses.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm just expecting to see Patras all over the place, but that's now ingrained in my brain.
We spent many months in that tournament. It was awesome, enjoyable, and all that, but the rigidity of having the same flags is definitely jarring now.
I just got to get it out of my brain that, like, don't be upset if you don't see, like, 50 Patras on the way to Ganon.
And Moonrise Phoenix is successful at spotting the red candle offense.
Yep. And will not have to sacrifice a heart in the take any's, which, oh, it kills me every time I have to do that.
Blue ring at 231, near minimum. And pin off that mugger with, oh, not much really.
But so far it looks like all of our runners are kind of finding the same dungeons. Fury has some bombs and is giving us a good look at what some of these, well, possible overworld spots are. Since it's mixed, that spot does not bomb. Ooh, that means the recorder spots are also going to be in play, possibly.
There are multiple recorder and even more power bracelet spots to go check out. Still only got those 2 raft spots, though.
Yep. So if Thirsty's in chat, I'm sure we know what they're going to be rooting for. Ah, yes, chat bringing up a good point. 2 ladder spots.
Ah, yes, the ones for on the near Second Quest 8. But there are no force blocks tonight.
And I blinked and missed it. Alsoa picked up the ladder on the Armos statue. So that will hopefully propel them towards the Triforce in level 4.
Okay, all the way up in the upper right-hand corner for the Triforce in level 4.
Yep, but with the any key, not a problem.
Gotta have bombs too to get through here.
Alright, since I missed it, did anybody see which Armos did contain the letter?
I do not recall myself, actually. A lot of things I've been looking at.
Yep, definitely a ladder block, as Alsoa picks up their second Triforce out of level 4, and I do believe is going... No, has picked up the silvers. Okay, then yes. Completely finished with level 4.
Yeah, you clear the room that's you had to bomb through to get to the Triforce. That one had the silvers.
So Fury finds level 1. Moonrisen is doing a fantastic job going swordless, which, I mean, unless there's dark nuts, potentially can be done. Because Wizrobes are out in the overworld.
Speaking of darkness, we got also fighting some in level 8 here.
Oh yeah, and Pole's voices. Okay. Ah, Death Armos. Thank you to Mrs. Melchior.
Book on the floor, level 1.
Ooh.
But that will unlock those hints I mentioned about, because we do have to have the book to understand the old men.
Yep, and the raft was on the floor as well. So Fury just finding all of the nice but not necessary utility items. And let's see if this one is segmented.
It is.
Oh my goodness, Segmentio is alive and well tonight.
I do miss the book as Atlas, though.
Yeah. So unfortunately we don't get to play Guess That Shapes until somebody finds a map. Alright, so Vincent's up in the graveyard area. Let's see if this particular Armos did indeed contain the ladder.
Chat is the Grave Armos.
And Moonrisen finishing out level 5. Let's see. Yep, picked up the any key as well. I see they've got an A next to their name. Perfect. So far, not too bad without a sword. I'd say some great utility. Now just needs to go find the old man. Oh, but only 3 hearts. Never mind. Don't go looking for the old man. Alright. Now hear me out on this. Level 1 is a pea shooter that has misfired.
Got a big old pipe with something hanging off the end of it.
Alright, so Fury continuing their trek through level 1 and finds the recorder. Level 1 chock full of items. Oh my goodness.
Like, where are the hearts, right?
I know! Because our tracking board is getting filled very quickly with duplicates.
There's a heart in a basement of 8.
There we go.
And Fury didn't find that one earlier because got the heart off the floor.
Nope, but chat has confirmed that it is the Grave Armos, as Vincent did pick up the ladder. And so I'd have to imagine, though, that Moonrisen is going to get their ladder soon, if not already. So Fury, I think, just needs the Triforce, and that'll complete everything. And we'll have helpful hints. Oh heck, and of course I look away for a second. That's when Moonrisen went up to his start screen, didn't see if they have the ladder.
They did.
Okay. Our lovely tracker, Cami and Renokai, is keeping me on point. Thank you very much.
Don't need much of that shop. Got candle, got keys.
Mm-hmm. Almost turned around to get that little 5er on the ground. I saw that. And Fury has found the Triforce, possibly going over into this room maybe to see if they can get a key drop off the floor.
Yeah, all three items out of the dungeon. Got to be a key. And it gets rewarded with one.
Perfect. But
ooh, decides to go and check out this room for some reason. That's questionable.
Well, if I had to guess, I would say it's just a matter of not remembering that Heart Shuffle is on, and maybe got 2 items and is looking for a heart container.
But but Fury got all 3 items.
Listen, there's times where I have marked that I got something and didn't. We've all been there, so let's see how long it takes for the realization to set in. There you go. Fury with the Triforce out of 1. Hopefully knows that they have everything that they need, and will go off to do bigger, better things. Yeah, you walk past that, Armos. Alright, so Moonrisen's back in the Deadwoods. I just have to focus all my mind powers at him. He's got bombs, so like you say, he should be going down to check that bomb spot. Ooh, and Fury giving us a check at the raft spot.
Yeah, it's a shop.
I'm more hoping for the recorder, just because there's only one spot, always on first quest, but there's so much more to be had in second quest overworld for the recorder. I'd like to see it at least have a couple spots, if not a dungeon. Fury finding another secret. Now, have we seen the large secret yet?
I believe it was in the 80s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we got a 536 and 83.
Thank you. There we go.
At 21 minutes, Moonrisen Phoenix with a sword.
But, I mean, in all intents and purposes, not really that far behind, because look at all the items that he's got. Any key, red candle.
And some decent overworld exploration.
Yep, and the ladder. And soon silvers.
Alright, Vincent finding one of those bonus caves for a heart up in the northwest Death Mountain. Many spots to check up here.
We find some any roads. The litter spot in the upper right corner.
That didn't go very far.
Oh, that did? Okay. Oh, and Vincent found level 3. I blinked and missed it. So I did not see its entrance, while also finds the map for level 8.
That's a 6.
Yes, for a minute I'm like, that's a 6. No, that's a level 8. I looked at it closely.
Eight's just confused. I'm sorry.
Yes.
But I believe level 3 would have been up on the mountain.
Maybe. Oh yes, okay. I call that the key spot. Because Jam Eviler, who taught me tracking, that's what he calls it, because he says it kind of looks like a key.
Home of many last location dungeons.
Oh yeah. Alright, so Alsoa, no, this wouldn't be a basement room, but I don't know, could this still technically be an item drop room?
I think so. I don't remember all my C-shape combinations, but yes, it can be an item drop. No burning at Vanilla 8. How about Second Quest 7? Nope.
Nope. Also, it does find a push block, and we see another heart in level 8. Alright.
So that would be a triple heart there.
Yep, so we had 2 basement hearts, and then the floor item was a heart. Alright. Gonna keep that marked down.
So I was going to be able to find that, pick up that white sword when Going back to level 1 vanilla spot.
It looks like all of our runners are gonna. Well, Alsoa hasn't. Has Alsoa passed up the boomerang? I forgot if he passed up the wooden boomerang or not. I was about to comment all 4 of our runners picking it up, but I do not see it marked on Alsoa. He did? Okay. Step over the water to reach the red ring. A comment on Fury's side. Play a melody to obtain the wand. Okay, so stepping over the water.
That means you have to use the ladder to get to the item. Now, that could mean the coast item, which is not. It could be one of those 2 dungeons on the river that you require a ladder to get into, or it could just mean that it's ladder blocked inside a dungeon.
Oof. And then
So
play a melody to reach the wand.
that could be either a recorder blocked overworld location or blocked by a dig dogger.
Ah, thank you. So I'm very glad I'm commentating with you tonight because I would not have been able to explain those well.
So these are some of the ones that are definitely in the not as straightforward hints, but because they have so many options available to them. Then they will also have the a feat of strength is not required, and the also sail not to save the princess, and among those things.
So now Fury got 2 hints. One that said meet my sibling by a lake, and then the merchant has the white sword by a lake.
Yeah, so those are the sword. Those should be sword hints, and so you got
Because I think, well, the lake can only refer to the level 1 area or this particular area where Moonrisen's at right now, correct? Is this considered a lake?
So the lakes are either the small lake, you have the double lake of Lake Hylia, and then you have the other lake that's to the southeast, as well as the ferry spots are also considered lakes.
And then my favorite thing in the world, the bait block, is found in level 3. Unfortunately, if you have the ladder, you can get around it. No bait block tonight. As Fury finds the basement item in level 6 to be a heart. Right, and Alsoa finds level 1, Moonrisen now with some swords going through level 8. And Vincent, I don't believe, has seen anything yet in level 3.
We keep on seeing these bomb upgrades, but no one ever has money when they find them.
No. Which I think, at least in my opinion, are a little bit more important in these particular kinds of flag sets because you have a lot more possible bomb spots to check. If you're good at forcing the 10 count, which I am not, I think bomb upgrades become more important, even if it's only an extra 2.
You don't know when you're going to find that map, though, as well.
True.
How about also finding that map for level 1 again for us? Vincent run into some blue land molas trapped in here, and
I'm not saying, whew, okay, I was afraid to say he's doing really good, and then all of a sudden they swarm. Alright. We're fine. Okay, so Fury using the recorder. So the interesting thing about, Oh wait, this wasn't the interesting. That's next week. Never mind.
Oh,
Getting
no,
ahead of myself.
Oh no, Fury's back in 1.
Wait a minute, Fury's back in 1. Oh, Fury.
Oh no. But also it does find the recorder here in level 1.
And Moonrisen finding a compass. You're saying that?
Also, I believe also has also found the full. Maybe not the raft yet. I thought I saw the raft.
Yes. Also, it did pick up the raft off the floor.
Yeah. Yes. All right. So also got all the items out of here. Just needs to take the staircase over to the other segment. Fury needs to go someplace else, though.
Yes, and while I was blinking, I missed again. There was a bow in level 3. Because Vincent is now using the silver arrows. And hey! Ring. Oh my.
It's almost a level 9 care package.
So let me think, though. But then I'm trying to think what water he had to walk over to get the... I gotta pay attention the next time somebody's in 3. I gotta see what... Oh, here it is, right here. Right? This could count as walking over water?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Because you cannot get past this... progress in this dungeon without using the ladder.
I have learned a thing. Right, so just has to take out the Gliok. Now with the red ring, no problem. Can kind of face tank.
Well, only so much. That's still a low number of hearts.
I know.
But how about some sword beams to help out? That's always useful.
Yep. Although it's better to get... Wait, when you're fighting a Gliok, it's better to get bopped by the body instead of the fireball, right? Because it's less damage?
Well, also because level 1, one of those statements is true.
I have told 2 truths and 1 lie. Alright. So also giving us a recorder check at 2. And it's just some money. Fury, you're right there. You saw the hint.
Fireballs do more damage. Don't get hit by the fireballs.
Cool. And Fury is checking out the Forgotten Spot, and east of Forgotten Spot is rewarded with a shop. A Billy Mays shop. Right? Chooses to purchase a key.
We got a map of level 2 on Moonrisen Phoenix.
That is a spigot. Alright, now correct me if I'm wrong. Fury did see the hint about it being around a lake, so wouldn't he know that the white sword is here? It just doesn't quite fit in with his routing, perhaps.
But there's a ladder for Fury SK, but he'll route into level 1 when he gets there.
Yeah. Ooh, and a power bracelet. Yeah.
On the floor, level 2. We're down to 2 items unknown already.
And we know that, well, we don't really know anything about the wand except that you need to blow the whistle. Or a recorder for it. Ooh, we found level 9.
Whistle spot in the Dead Woods.
Alright.
That is definitely valuable knowledge.
And Moonrisen getting some needed bombs. You were saying?
Oh yeah, I mean, level 9 at that location, that is, you gotta be very thorough to get to that spot.
Alright. And Recorder Lake gives us a take any. And Fury is in level 5. Thank goodness. Because that's going to solve his key problems.
Chat pointing out that the wand could indeed be in level 9 with that that overworld block.
Ooh, and we find level 7 at level 9. So we have all of our locations figured out. Most excellent. I know Moon's in 2. I did not see specifically where that entrance was, though. But I know he's in 2, so I know we've got everything.
Yuri's was tentative about the Mugger room since at 6 hearts would like to have that white sword, but no keys. But the main key is in here. And there's Phoenix finding the Triforce level 2 and a heart for Vincent level 7.
Alright, it was the Burn Bush location. Alright, on Candle Row, that's where level 2 is. Not too terrible. Although we do know that Recorder is required, so that is quite fun. Alright, so Moon Risen back in for the second item. At this point, I mean, it's gotta just be a heart. Because I don't believe I've seen a Dig Dogger here in level 2.
You're picking up a potion from a bonus cave.
Yep. Moon finds his heart on the floor and is finished with level 2. Alright, so Alsoa Bomb in the Coast. Vincent in level 7, Moon Risen finding Mags. And Fury is back in level 4. Okay, Gleeok lurks in the Deadwoods. Gleeok, wait. But Gleeok is the boss of level 4, right?
So Gleeok Lurks is a signifier for what level the hint's referring to. And meanwhile, Moon Risen Phoenix able to pick up the white sword at 5 hearts. So it was only 4 or 5. But so Gleeok Lurks means it is a level 4 hint. By the way, Gleeok Lurks in level 4 means a self-referential hint, which is thanks game. Because that's because level 4 is in that cave, which is in the Deadwoods area.
Well, I mean, at that point you're out of the Deadwoods. You know, the grass is green over there, the bushes are green. You're splitting hairs there.
So it has to do with just the general boundaries, because one east of there is along the river, and that's where that area is. Before you get another screen over, and that gets into near start.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, from a visual perspective, it's definitely not the Deadwoods, but they got to draw the line someplace.
Alright, so Fury popping up to get the Triforce, having dug all of the items out. Alsoa is figuring out the take any's. Moon Risen Phoenix burning down the forest. And Vincent still through 7.
Have we talked about 7 yet? Shape.
We have not.
Because it's like the mirror of 8 being confused as 6.
I would have said a Brontosaurus sitting in a chair.
But if you get level 7 and level 8 on the screen at the same time, it's like they just mirrored them each other.
Alright, so I have to think that Vincent found another floor heart or has decided to pass up the second item here in level 7 because he is out after getting the Triforce and not going down the staircase. Although, realistically speaking, maybe doesn't need it. I mean, he's got ladder, bow, silvers, red ring,
No recorder.
no recorder, but recorders in one. So bouncing on the second item if he did not indeed find it, as we know, is a smart play.
Also finding magical sword at 8 hearts, so may or may not decide to come back here later with the most hearts currently on screen.
I honestly don't believe we're going to see any mags checks tonight, just because the items in these dungeons have been just so rich in the lower levels, which most runners do dig lower levels first, so I don't think anybody's going to dig out the hearts for a mags check, to be honest. Of course, now that I've said that, we're going to see at least somebody.
It's a weekly race. Some people are gonna. It's what they do.
100% full seed. Finishing place be damned.
Remember, if you're racing weekly flags, read the flags because you never know when someone made a Pentaforce seed where you only need 5 Triforces and you decide to dig all 8.
Oh gosh. No thank you. Alright, so everybody so far picking up the power bracelet. We know right now it's Bupkis, as we have found everything that we absolutely require. Let's see. So Moonrise did find the recorder, did pick up the raft. Oh yeah, the book. That was the other item here in 1.
We got a couple runners that did pick up bomb upgrades.
Oh, good. Did we see... Oh, 10.
I'm not sure if that's max for Moonrise and Phoenix, but I think it is. But it's also had 9 bombs a little bit ago.
I mean, at this point, what else are you going to spend your money on? Well, at least if you're also or you're Moonrise, and if you're Vincent or you're Fury, you still might want to be saving up for keys.
You're tying up the Triforce count at 2, which will not last long, as also is just passing by that Triforce while exploration is going on. Fury about to find that magical sword and say, nope. And a white sword a moment later.
Yep. Also, finding the Triforce, yeah. The heart container on the floor and going back for their Triforce, and is now tying up. No, wait, not tying up, taking the lead in Triforce count, as Fury picks up their white sword.
There is Phoenix with a Triforce out of level 1.
And I cannot name the recorder tune.
Final Fantasy something?
Oh, Cyan's theme, Final Fantasy VI. Okay.
When in doubt, Final Fantasy.
When in doubt. Alright. And it looks like Also is doing a world wrap. I believe presumably to check out the raft location. Oh, is it pronounced KN or is it Cyan? For Final Fantasy VI.
Not recall.
Or am I getting trolled slightly by chat? That's okay. I don't mind. Ah,
Localization differences.
gotcha. Alright, so Moon Risen with the Coast Heart. And presumably going up to check some raft spots. So really, I think it's now just who gets to level 3. Because that's where the bow is. That's going to be what's going to tie everything up. Because Vincent, at this point, I'd like to believe is just Triforce and Go mode.
Needs that recorder.
Well, okay. Triforce and Dig recorder out of level 1 mode. Thing, sorta.
Because until you find all the levels, you need all those overworld block items.
True.
To truly, because they can be anywhere in these dungeons, except for level 9. But on the same hand, like you're not guaranteed that level 9 is going to be overworld block. It is.
Well, I also do, in the interim, want to give another shout out to our tracker, Kami and Renokai, who apparently has checked that the magical boomerang was our second item in 7. So there was a heart and the boomerang. Thank you very much for keeping us on point.
Indeed, thank you. And Fury with the Triforce level 6, only 3 more to go. That's first level 6 pickup as well.
So, also now getting the hint that Manhandla threatens with the red ring, so we know that the red ring is in 3. And Aquamentus awaits with the book. So book in level 1, and he's going to go for his last hint. Gleok lurks with the silver arrow. So one out of those 3 hints. Yep.
Already known. Of course, the book hint is not useful ever because of the Understand Old Men flag.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Like, yeah, thanks. I got it already. That's how I know what you're saying.
Yeah, so realistically speaking, unless there's a Dig Dogger blocking the item in one of the other levels, we might be seeing Wand in 9.
Oh, it's very, very likely because of the recorder is blocking level 9 entrance. But it's very possible it could still be 2 heart containers. But we've seen pretty much everything else.
Yep. So Moon Risen. And the nice thing is the cheapest hint is, in my opinion, the most valuable. I mean, silvers obviously, but he's got the silvers already. So from commentators, I don't know, Tower? Is that what we look down on people with when we're doing this? But from commentators' perspective, he got the most valuable hint out of those 3, because he knows when he finds 3, he wants to dig it for that red ring.
You're picking up some bait. And Risen Phoenix also picking up that bait.
Unfortunately not required today, but I would like to see them be kind and feed them. Yep, chat's trying to figure out exactly what we are. A perch, a corner, a box, a booth. We are the all-knowing and all-seeing. Actually, no, just all-seeing. Because even I'll see something and then I don't know it later. Alright. So, Vincent finding their mags, Alsoa taking on Apatra in level 6. We've got Moon Risen looking like, I believe, doing some power bracelet checks, and Fury is off to the start locations, possibly doing some power bracelet checks of their own. Ooh, crow's nest. I like that too.
Right, Vin's
And
the last runner to pick up the white sword. Fury picking up some hints.
yep, and
Mostly,
yep. You're saying mostly.
mostly not that great because they're just item locations. But Fury would, we would, like to have some more dungeon location hints.
Well, I know Fury has seen 5, but did not stay in there. Don't know if he's seen 7. Actually, Fury has probably not seen level 7 or 3 because both of those were up in Death Mountain, east and west, respectively. And I do believe that's the one spot that he hasn't gone yet.
And also looking for level 9.
And level 6. Oh, what do I want to call that? Besides just a chonker. No, I can do this. I don't know, you gotta help me out on this one, Kairos. I'm getting stuck on the level 6 shape.
Let's see. No, I don't. I'm not sure. Chat, you got any help for this level 6 shape?
Yeah. I don't know, I'm stuck and I absolutely refuse to say cactus.
There we
Turret?
go.
Turret is a good one. Minnesota. Okay.
I like the turret.
Male lion sitting down looking east. Perfect. We ask and chat delivers. Thank you very much.
And Fury has found level 7.
And Moonrisen will not be too far behind. Going to check this other spot. That's right, I forgot. Because this particular spot that Moonrisen's at, isn't that where you find Magical Sword in Vanilla Second Quest?
Yes.
Alright, so we have also with Triforce out of 6. We have Fury making their way through level 7. Vincent is picking up some heart containers, and Moonrisen is about to find level 7 as well. And Fury getting an excellent hint that the entrance to death is in the Dead Woods. So he now knows for sure where he needs to focus his efforts once he's got all of his Triforces.
Assuming that Fury was able to burn all those bushes down there and bomb the one next to the wood sword, that means that the recorder's the last place that he would check.
And then Alsoa getting the hint that Gleeok returns by a lake, so we know Gleeok returning is level 8. But considering that he's found it already, not too interested. Does find his basement heart container. And I do believe that completes the items for him in this. Alright, now Vincent found level 1.
Interestingly, we didn't get a lot of items besides hearts in our biggest dungeons in the first. We got between 6, 7, and 8. We have the magical boomerang.
Yep.
Lots of hearts.
Well, Alsoa did get the hint that Guria grumbles with the magic boomerang, so when they go into 7, we'll know that Magic Boomerang is one of the items in there, as Moonrisen finds the basement heart in level 7. There we go. Vincent with the block clip. Okay, now he's in Triforce and Go mode. Technically.
Yeah, from Vincent's perspective, it could be power bracelet required from that, which we know is in level 2 and does not lead to anything. But yeah, it'd be a good gamble for.
Let me have this.
It would be a successful gamble to Triforce and Go now.
All right. So 2 runners in 7, 1 in 1. And Alsoa is... Oh, Alsoa's in Mag's range. See, this makes me want to go play Final Fantasy VI every time I hear that tune. Oh, and welcome in Raiders from Fron Burgundy's channel. We are in the middle of our weekly Zelda 1 randomizer race with some very interesting flag sets. Most notably being a Heart Shuffle with permanent sword beams, First Quest mixed overworld, shapes dungeons, and helpful hints.
Alright, Fury with that Triforce pickup at a 7 is headed straight over to the southwest corner to go check out this recorder spot.
Perfect. And there it is. So the hint confirmed, Fury needs to get his behind up into Death Mountain to go find that level 3. And Vincent taking on the Gleeok. Get their Triforce out of level 1. Also, unfortunately, getting bopped around. That's the second time I've heard of death.
Yeah, I took that death over by the North Forest Armos.
Yep, scooting back to 1.
But recorder lets you move right back here.
Perfect. Okay, so Fury heading back to clear out level 5.
And with the white sword, I expect Fury to give up a heart right now.
Well, it was, wait, 1 heart or 2 keys, I think, was the mugger?
Yeah, but he doesn't have the any key because it's in here.
And he has to pass the mugger first, right?
Yeah, that was one of the things that was stopping him before.
Oh, okay. Yep, you are correct. Alright, Vincent picking up their coast heart and is on their way to check the raft spot.
Yeah, earlier Fury was in here with 6 hearts, knowing that the white sword item was the white sword. Didn't want to give that up because hearts had been very sparse early on.
I mean, normally I'd agree that, you know, in Heart Shuffle, usually we end up seeing runners, in my opinion, with a lot more hearts. This has been extremely lucky, I'd say, for lack of a better word, that a lot of the smaller dungeons carried, you know, the really nice items. Yep, Fury giving us a look. Bomb upgrade 2 definitely confirmed. And still making their way through level 5. Moonrisen has the compass in level 7. And Alsoa is up near the waterfall in level 5 area. And Vincent is still doing overworld checks, but all the money in the world.
Since the coast art actually ended up being the coast art, you can look at it. It's like you got 8 dungeon hearts, levels 1 through 8 normally, that are on the floor, and you had 3 of them in 8, another 2 of them in level 6, 1 more in level 7, and level 2 would have had the 8th heart. And it's like, I mean, that's really just not that many dungeons to have all those hearts. Or no, not level. To be 9's gonna have a heart.
Alright, and Vincent going into the helpful hint shop and now has information about the red ring, the wand, and the magical boomerang, as Fury is heading in the correct direction to find level 3. And looks like, at least according to the key total, did not find the magical key in there, so we'll have to be careful. Hopefully 9 does not have all the locked doors in the world.
Also checking one of these river block spots, paid off with a small secret.
So at this point, Fury has the potion out. I absolutely appreciate this. You have them, you might as well use them.
You don't want to walk back here. Also, picking up magical sword on 12 hearts. Boof, you had doubts. You had doubts.
Well, you see, that's they somehow hear me and they're like, she doesn't think we're gonna pick up mags? Hold my beer. But with mags, Alsoa can now pass up a heart and pick up the red potion.
I'll hold up my red potion.
We haven't seen the letter, have we?
No, I believe Fury picked up the letter.
Oh, okay.
Don't recall exactly where that was. I think it was kind of near the coast, the south coast. But yeah, he also picked up a potion from a cave. Also, getting all fancy on us, picking up a magical shield.
Oh, thank you. I love it.
Now let's see, and also showing off he can still screen wrap with the big shield. It's one of the things that runners will say. It hurts my ability to screen wrap. Also, it's like, ain't no thing.
Oh, come on. Run screaming if you have to. Okay, there we go. And gets rewarded with the vendor for the potions. So Moonrisen did a nice job of clearing out the blue dark nuts, unfortunately is not rewarded, and Fury is now making their way through level 3, and hopefully puts together that walking over that particular piece of water possibly means that the red ring is in store for them.
Oh, it's a little feeding the Stalfos there.
Very nice. I approve. And it looks like Alsoa is heading in the direction of level 3 as well. We've got Vincent back in level 6, and Moonrisen still making their way through 7. Yes, I do agree, Trails. The bait was probably required if letter clipping was not allowed. but that is okay. I already got my bait blocked Ganon, so I can now die happy.
And we can have many more different flag sets later. We might even see some multiple bait blocks in the same seed in the future.
Ooh. Oh, Alsoa, pick up the heart. It's only a few seconds. See, now he's
So,
got the magical sword. Too good for those heart containers. Oh no! Also, unfortunately, put the bomb down in the wrong spot and could not open up the cave. That was 3!
ooh,
Oh.
that might be a little bit.
Okay, give him a bomb. Thank
There's
you.
one. And going straight back there.
Yep.
Yep. Well, gotta check these other spots first while we're there.
Alright, there we go. Yep, get back there. So, where are we at now? We've got Moonrisen in level 7. We've got Vincent in level 6. We've got Fury still working their way through level 3. Can't tell if he's changed colors or not, though. I think this was the red ring.
Yeah, the staircase item was red ring, so go in there right now. Pick up the Triforce level 7 for Moonrisen Phoenix. And, you know, I don't feel like Fury's sprite actually changed its color, really.
I was waiting for it, and I don't see it, so probably not. Which isn't a bad thing. I'm always afraid that I'm going to get turned brown.
But Alsoa has found level 3.
I do believe Alsoa did get the hint about walking over water for the red ring. But at this point also, I don't, even if he hadn't, I believe that he would dig this level anyway.
Alright, Fury with the Triforce in level 3, but...
There we go, now he's a different color. If only for a second.
And does have the bow, so on to level 9, which Fury does have knowledge of.
Perfect.
And it's only just a couple screens away from the start location.
Yep. Not even stopping to top up with the fairy fountain, though. But red ring, white sword. I agree. Kairos, what are we looking for in this level 9?
Since we have the arrows to slay the beast, we are looking for the beast, represented by the roar from one room adjacent. And then we're also looking for the kidnapped. Kidnapped's going to be behind a single shuttered door that will not open until the beast has been defeated, unless it's behind the beast himself. And then we could also get some hint from a compass, and we might actually have some old men telling us some hints on where they are.
Perfect. But now, in these particular hints, because I know I've played with helpful hints before, does it always say skull? Like it says, like, kidnapped awaits in southeast of Skull or something like that.
I think that's the general format of it. It'll just tell you the quadrant that it's in, except for the silver's hint, which will say the silvers to slay the beast will lie elsewhere.
Nice.
Because we found those in level 4.
Alright, so Moonrisen Phoenix now also in level 3. I gotta turn my volume up. I could have sworn I heard something. There we go. Although I have to say, I have learned now that that little blip that they say, you know, you hear if there's a boss that's masking Ganon's roar. I now can honestly say I know what that sounds like.
Well, here's a dig docker in a dig docker block dungeon.
Ooh.
So
Wand possibly could have been in that room to the south.
well, the hint means it could be anywhere in this dungeon because it was
Oh.
overworld blocked by the recorder.
Oh, true. So Alsoa being turned, I believe, a beautiful shade of purple, if my eyes are showing that correctly. Picking up their red ring and on the way to the Triforce.
One thing about this shade is it makes it a little bit harder to see the location on the mini map, because it kind of blends in, especially with certain displays. But also, has got that Triforce level 3. Needs to go find level 7 on Death Mountain. East Death Mountain, that is.
Alright, so let's see. I didn't see if he picked up the bow or not. I'm assuming so, just because, I mean, at this point, if you're in level 3, you dig it.
It was on the floor, so I assume he did. But there's Phoenix does not use up the bait, does not feed the Stalfos. How sad.
Alright, well, Vincent with the Triforce out of 6. Chat says the princess was discovered. Unfortunately, I was not looking at that, so somebody will have to help me with where specifically. Or at least the general location, as I know we don't have the map yet on Fury's side. Southwest quadrant, thank you very much. Alright, Moonrisen going back in. Okay, so where is that bow in 3? Yep, Beast awaits in South. Oh, along with the princess. Okay. Yep, Bacon and Taken is also a fantastic one, Cammy.
Also, again, that level 9 hint, but also has already found level 9.
Yep, so at this point, though, I mean, I have to... wait, I gotta see if Elsoa has the bow, because I'm assuming so. Ooh, Vincent with the mags at, what is that, 11?
That is 11. So
Nice.
one less. Also got it on 12, but no more than 11 required.
Nice. Alright, so we know Fury's in the right general location. There it is.
And a bomb wall to enter here. There is a shutter door to the north. Could be the princess. But here's Ganon in the, we call the useless moat room, I believe.
Yep. So about 8 sword hits, take him out. I don't know if boss health was adjusted.
Plus or minus 2.
Okay. So we're at 3, 5, 6, 7.
We have Bacon is the princess right here. Indeed.
She is.
And get your GGs out for Fury SK, finishing first on the restream with the time of 1 hour, 12 minutes, and 57 seconds. 6 overall. Beaten out by Sea Falcon, Third Wolf, Spinosaurus, Bogey, and Random Effect. GG to Fury.
GG to Fury, GG to the other finishers who are not being restreamed. Fantastic job. Alright, now I want to see if this is Cyan's theme. Because if it is, I have to really go back and replay that Final Fantasy VI. Yeah. Alright, so we do have Furia as done. Let's see if he's going to come up and talk to us for a little while. As Moonrisen gets their red ring, bow, and Triforce out of 3 and is off to bigger and better things as well.
welcome to the booth, our first place finisher on Restream, Fury SK, GG.
GG's.
Hello, Fury.
I think Discord is doing Discord things again.
Oh, yeah.
Checking?
Meanwhile, Alsoas finished the Triforce with the Triforce out of level 7, onwards to level 9.
Very nice. Yeah, I still can't hear Cyan's theme out of there. Ugh. Gonna have to pull up those clips. Alright, so Vincent making their way through level 8, and we've got Moonrisen still exploring the overworld. And Alsoa beelining it over to level 9. Sorta. There we go.
Just resetting the enemy screen.
Ah. Alright, so Alsoa working their way through level 9, Vincent still going through level 8, Moonrisen still doing the overworld exploration. Oh, let me think. What particular level? I think Moonrisen has seen 4.
Yeah, four's super early to find.
Oh yes, because he has silvers. Okay, 6, there we go. I want to say that was the last level that they were missing.
Most likely.
And Vincent at this point I think just needs to pull the Triforce out of here.
How about Fury? We got our mic going now?
Yeah, the old mic's back on.
Hey!
Hooray!
GG's!
Thanks.
So do tell, what did you think of this week's flag set?
It's not too shabby a flag set. Just wish Gan was not tucked away through the bomb wall down there. Thank goodness I went through that key door looking for another path to the northeast to find that didn't.
Yep, you never got around to finding the magical key out of level 5. So, figure it had to be someplace, right?
Yeah, I think I had like 5 items left outstanding.
Well, at least on our end, so far the only item that we have outstanding with commentator knowledge is the wand. And we know... Go ahead.
It's got to be a 9.
I was gonna say it's gave me a flute blocked hint, and the only overworld spot that was flute blocked was 9, so I kind of made the assumption that item was at least a 9. Although in theory, a dig dogger could be the way.
But I think we found like pretty much everything else. There might be a heart that one heart that was missed, but we found a lot of hearts. But they were only in a few dungeons.
I know! Like, what was it? Level 1, level 3, 4, 5? All of our tinier dungeons just chock full of good stuff.
Yeah, so it's all the 6, 7, 8, and pretty much had almost all the dungeon hearts. Where was that one-man handler that you had the unfortunate encounter with?
That was in level 5, one room north, right off the start.
Yeah.
The only death, it wasn't really that bad death. One room into a dungeon, meh. I just wish he would have died.
So, did any of the hints tonight give you any, positive direction, or is it just kind of confirming what you already, more or less knew?
Let's see. I went back to the white sword hint because I had found that, and I saw both the white sword and magical sword hints on the coast, so I went back for those. The flute blocked wand was interesting. The red ring, I think, was given to me as a hint in level 3, so I knew once I found the bow that I should go ahead and just clear the last 2 rooms and grab my free red ring. I think that's kind of it.
Also, getting his beast hint location. So, I assume the level 9 hints were useful.
Yep, level 9 hint was definitely useful. So you're not going to check right below Zelda without that hint, I don't think.
Yeah, especially being behind a bomb wall.
Well, looks like else. Yep, go ahead.
Vincent getting that Triforce in level 8, and also heading down to go find Ganon.
Moonrisen doing some other checks. So wait, he probably hasn't seen 9. It's the only thing I can think of as to why Moonrisen is still doing overworld checks at this point.
I'm just showing off the Slamu.
Well, I mean, it is a majestic sight to behold.
How many times? Oh my. And also has bombed into Ganon's room. Here we go.
I'm gonna guess magical sword was fairly low at like 10 or 11.
It was also picked it up at 12, and Vincent picked it up at 11.
All right. And through the shutter door, everybody get your GGs in chat for our second place race finisher, restream race finisher, Alsoa.
Meanwhile, we've also had Mr. Dunlow, Caffey JD, Scytown, and CD Improv finishing off. Also, GG's to them.
All right, so we have Vincent heading, let's see, I think in the right direction. Yep, going down to level 5. And hopefully we'll have Alsoa up here in a couple seconds to chat with us as well. And Moonrisen Phoenix, now with the ladder, can go pick up the Triforce out of level 4.
And welcome also, GG.
Because I'm pretty sure that's like 88% of my time loss, and the other 12% was just being stupid on the overworld.
I did not hear the first part of what you said. It was a little mumbled. Run that by me one more time.
Who put the 5 hearts and 8 and 6? Because I'm pretty sure that's 88% of my time loss, and the other 12% is just me being stupid with overworld routing tonight.
We definitely noted the high number of hearts in the later dungeons.
Now, granted, I normally like to dig the later dungeons just because, well, if I'm in a situation like this where I know there's a lot of people in the race that are better at combat than I am, I figure, okay, well, I'll just go do the larger dungeons earlier to try to get some sort of leg up, and then it gives me hearts.
You got mags.
Yeah.
I did get that, yes. I also bought a magic shield.
I love that purchase. Yes. Showing off your wonderful screen wraps.
That was about... I was actually thinking, okay, I'll just buy a pack of bombs and said, let's buy a magic shield instead. I got bombs. I'll be fine.
immediately commented afterwards, that you got the magic shield, and then it's like then showing off your screen wrapping skills right afterwards, because that's why a lot of people don't pick up a magic shield.
Yeah, you just have to assume if you think you're at the right spot, you're too far. That's the thing, is you have to go the one extra pixel. Obviously, if you run with a sprite without a shield, it doesn't matter because you have the same effective distance from the edge when using one of those sprites.
Gyptos, Wizrobes, etc.
Yep.
And Moonrise Phoenix finishing off the Triforce. Go see if looking like a beeline level 9.
That actually is a good point about the non-shield sprites. I never thought of it that way. Okay, I've learned 2 things today.
I was a little surprised at how the seed started out, to be honest, because the seed felt like it was going to be just stupid quick at the start.
Yeah, well, I mean,
was it the? Go ahead, Kairos. You first.
Well, the only block dungeon we had was level 9, I believe. I mean, with the candles. So, I mean, yeah, and then lots of small dungeons had lots of items in them.
For me, it was. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
And you just need to find out those things on Death Mountain, right?
Yeah, that's something that I think is going to hold everyone up, though, because unless you're going to make the early DM play and then get your Red Ring and Bow out of 3, but then you still have to go find a bunch of the other stuff. What surprised me more so was that the game gave me, according to my notes, sword, red candle, ladder, magic key, and silvers all in the first, 15 minutes.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Yeah, I don't think I saw a lot of candle pickups other than getting straight to the red candle.
Yeah, I totally forgot that Wood Sword was 50-50 between Wood Sword game, so I'm like, yeah, I'll just route like it's not.
And
I mean,
it wasn't.
Right. It was, of course, the obscure lower left corner spot, but I do believe you routed to that pretty quickly as well.
Yeah, it was a case of, okay, I'm in Deadwoods, let me just go do this, even though I don't have bombs, which generally feels pretty bad. But then when you get a sword out of it, it feels a whole lot less bad.
True.
But he also, it also turned out that, because of the mixed overworld, that's not always a spot, so you're only losing out half the time now.
Yeah. Mixed overworld is honestly one of my favorite things to play on, just because it increases the chance of an overworld block enough. And if you have forced overworld block on, it still gives you more options for where it can be, and overall makes the recorder feel even better to pick up.
Yeah, because before it's only that one check plus the dig docker potential, but yeah, I mean it's it makes that going to check without bombs the lower left corner better, because you don't have you're not guaranteed that's going to be a bomb spot anyway.
True.
Yeah, I think overall, the seed wasn't bad. I just played it stupid.
Well, you've been in tournament mode for how long?
I have been around since I think 2017.
I mean, just the last few months, everybody's been focusing on tournament flags.
Oh yeah. I kind of got to the point with tournament flags where I was like, I'm happy to see not extra bosses.
I was still expecting to see 50 Patras.
Although I will say, I fully believe that Heart Shuffle actually makes extra bosses work a little bit better.
In what way?
You're still more likely to be boss blocked, but you're not as likely to get situations like we saw where it's like, oh, just fight 5 Patchers in a row to be able to do literally anything.
Okay, that's fair.
That and my first memory of extra bosses was 11 Patchers in Second Quest 7.
You have my condolences.
Meanwhile, we've had a few more finishers off the restream with Sigil 711, Potato Punny, and King Doll finishing up. Last little
GG's to
bit.
them as well. I mean, we've got both runners in 9, so I'm sure we will see some finishes of our own very shortly, because both runners have found the princess. Unfortunately, did not get the hint yet that the beast lies in the southwest corner.
And while the turnout for the tournament was excellent in breadth of participation, we got some extra runners tonight that were not in it. So it's good to see even more people involved in the Z1R community.
Oh, absolutely.
And I think it kind of goes to show just how what's the word? Nope, I lost the words. I'm not even going to try to fumble it.
Math it.
And okay, so we had an increase in people, and an increase in people was brought about by the community being incredibly friendly. Therefore, friendliness equals math.
Perfect.
Hooray!
I don't know.
We got there. No, we got there. It was fine. We even took the math route, and I'm not mad at it.
All right, well, I think I am going to go ahead and jump out of here and let y'all focus on the 2 runners that are still going. But thank you to both of y'all for doing the comms. Thank you to Camion for doing the tracking. And thank you to everybody who makes these races possible, especially everyone that came out, because we got a very sizable crowd tonight.
Don't forget, Oasis does a great job of putting together these weekly races. We gave him too much time off. It's back to the grindstone of helping out with this. But he does a great job.
Nope. At this point, I have to say it's going to be who finds the hint first, because both runners, excuse me, know where the princess is, but did not think to bomb that wall. So I think it's going to be who finds the hint.
Did we even get to see a map at this 9 yet?
I don't believe so. I mean, I'm just going to vote Chonk, because that's just a pretty easy guess for a level 9. Is this it? There it is. All right. So
Yeah.
somewhere under the G. Moonrisen Phoenix get the hint that they need to go to the southwest. Yep. Over to the left, not down, because that's the shoot room. No, 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 shoot, shoot, shoot! Shoot.
Can't go left or right here.
Yep. There you go. Yep, you get bomb pack, that's a sign. Ah, okay, we're good. Alright. Moonrisen has the roar.
Gotta be around here someplace, right? Up, and here we go. Here's Ganon for Moonrisen Phoenix. Got that magical sword. It's gonna take 4 shots.
Careful. That's one thing I still forget, is that once you stun him, you can still get body slammed by him. Just be careful. Perfect.
And how about one room north? Because we've already know where. Nope, gonna go the long way. Gonna go the long way.
That's okay. That is okay. It is still a finish. I love it. Everybody get your GGs in chat for Moonrisen Phoenix.
Finish with a time of 134.16. 18th overall in the race. We got Stone and Dr. J PhD and Moko71 finishing off. those few seconds of going around did not affect the standings.
Okay. All right. So Vincent, let me see. STA. So I just got to think of it as STAG. No, wait, because oh crap. I'm trying to think. Well, I'm trying to think where in like the V, or is it the V or the E in level
It,
that Vincent needs to go.
it's it's going to be underneath the second E, the fourth row.
Okay.
And
Because
I
it's
think I
this,
saw the gap in the map too when they went to the pause menu.
all right. Well, I mean, they will find it soon. In the meantime, we are joined by Risen Phoenix. GG's to you.
GG.
GG. Oh my goodness. That was rough.
So, what was the roughest part of this seed then? I have to ask.
Geez. I wasn't very happy with what happened over, and I believe it was 7, having to pretty much triple dip that. 4 was a bit of a pain seeing that 4-headed Gleeok right in front of the Triforce. That was just, okay, I gotta come back later. We ain't doing this.
And 21 minutes of swordless fun, right?
Well, hey, we did 5, Phoenix style, right?
It was fantastic to watch. I always like watching Swordless.
Yep. That you managed to maneuver into that red candle. That definitely helped out a lot early on.
I dare say that Aniki helped a bit more.
And you finished with Mags, Red Ring. And I think you did quite well.
Yeah, I decided to bite on that 11 rupee hint, and I was like, okay, red ring's in 3. Find 3, get red ring, get to work.
Ah, there it is. Vincent has confirmed absolutely for sure the wand in level 9.
Hooray!
9. Oof.
Well, come on. 1 through 5 basically gave you everything. What more
Pretty
could
much.
you ask for?
Pretty much. I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty close to the truth.
Mm-hmm.
And outside of 1 to 5, you had the 1 to 9, the magic boomerang in 7, and of course the overworld items, which the coast was still a heart.
Yep.
That's heart shuffle for you.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. Originally, I was saying, oh, they have all got their items. They're not going to get mags. And 3 out of our 4 restreamers got the magic sword.
What was it, 10 or 11?
We saw 11 was the lowest that we noticed that anybody picked it up on.
Well, fair enough.
We didn't see anybody try on 10.
GG to everybody else who raced tonight. Those are sometimes.
I have to say permanent sword beams probably also was a big help to a lot of people. Like not having to get up close and personal with a Patra just because you lost your sword beam.
Or dark nuts for that matter.
Oh, true, too.
I mentioned the standings earlier, but yeah, I didn't actually point out that Sea Falcon actually crushed the field, getting a sub-hour 58:29. Meanwhile, Third Wolf was almost 8, actually over 8 minutes later at second place. So, wow, crushed the seed.
106.43. Sea Falcon really ripped this seed up. GG's, my goodness.
Yeah, the things that some of these runners do, I absolutely love watching it. And even somebody who doesn't really have the same skill set, I still enjoy watching them too. Like this is just what makes Rando so fun for me.
I can definitely agree there. The tournament was such a blast to watch.
I mean, I still got some Patras in this particular race. I still got a bait block, which, as one person pointed out, technically could have been required if ladder clipping was not allowed.
And not everybody does ladder clips.
I don't have the skills to do it myself, so it's like, okay, bait block. Thank goodness we got the beta in case bait block was a thing.
That just takes practice, and you will definitely get there. If you can block clip, you can ladder clip.
Definitely block clip. We'll get there at some point.
You can always keep on having seeds with increased rupee speed, which makes it.
Oh, for gosh sakes.
It not only gives us zoom, but also prohibits a lot of the block clipping.
I'm one of the rare ones that actually likes the flag, so
I had no idea that was a thing until I saw it recently. And it was just,
Zoom.
what is this?
it's fun. What can I say? Evens out the field as well, I'd like to think.
Yeah, I
Hey,
think so.
There's our silver hint.
Yeah, unfortunately, not the hint that Vincent needs. Yeah, for you and Vincent were in 9 at the same time, and I said it was just gonna come down to who found the hint, just telling you to get back over there and find that bomb wall.
Silvers were in 2, I believe.
Silvers were in 4. We had Power Bracelet and Heart Container in level 2.
I'll admit to not exactly remembering most of the where everything was. I just mark it off as, okay, we found this, we found items here, and just keep going.
Do you use the Z1R tracker?
I do not.
You got a couple options there with the Z helper, Z tracker. Plus, you can just, some people just use some pen and paper.
Ooh, that's me. To my detriment sometimes.
Now, if you get fancy, you can print out a overworld and laminate it so you can.
Who was it? Jess, I think. Somebody was showing off their beautiful, like, laminated printed maps and dungeons and everything, and I was just, yep, it was you, Jess. Yep.
We got a map.
We got map.
We got
It's
a map.
Chonk.
It is Chonk. It is a full 61 rooms.
All right.
I knew it would be pretty big based on the sizes of those 7 and 8, but that's full Chonk.
Oh, I love it.
I believe I found map in 9. I'm interested to see how that one turned out.
I think, this is our first time seeing it out of all 4 of you.
Just pull up the Twitch channel or the restream and you'll see it right now.
That actually, that
That's
is
Chonk.
quite Chonk.
That's
quite
Chonk. That's a lot of rooms to check out. And, that just fully illustrates where it's like, Zelda's there because it's got the compass, and then Ganon's right below with bomb wall only.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, the beast is southwest. Where the heck is southwest?
Oh!
I looked most of this, and all of a sudden,
Bombs.
Oh,
Needs more
bombs.
bombs.
Okay. I was going to start
Vincent.
yelling, you get back in there, sir.
I will as soon as I get my more bombs.
Okay.
They cost 31 to seed, or we can go kill some Gibdos. Got
Or
one bomb drop.
technically go back in for a bomb increase in one of the levels. If you want to be bougie.
yeah, 116 for 2 bombs. That was a downer.
Alright, there we go.
And in all these recorder spots, you gotta keep on blowing it to go back in because they keep on resealing.
Yeah, and I still say, and then of course I was getting trolled by chat earlier, that apparently KN is how you say it in like the Japanese version, but it's cyan for Final Fantasy VI recorder tunes. And
For
I
some
still
reason,
have,
I hadn't figured out that was science name.
I have to play Final Fantasy VI again. I don't remember that tune sounding like that. Like some of them, you instantly you hear it, you're like, yep, I know what it is, and others, the Donkey Kong ones, I don't get right off the bat.
According to this, Vincent's found Zelda, but I don't think he's quite located Ganon just yet.
Yeah, I think at least unless you mark and keep track of all of your bomb walls, it's going to be that hint telling you, Beast is in the southwest that's going to push you over there to start using your bombs. And I don't know if Vincent marks his 9 or tracks it.
Kamian is exactly right on the Japanese version of Cyan. It is Kaien.
Oh, okay.
Literally Cayenne, as was stated earlier.
All right, he's in the. Wait, isn't it just north from here? The hint room.
Yes.
All right, good. Get up there. Just gotta will him to the north. Dang it.
Well, one thing, Vincent does not have the magic key, so even though having 6 keys right now is like, I don't know. Because Ganon's not there. It just happens to be the hint for Ganon.
I know, but still, like, I just want to get that virtual stick and just start poking. I know.
Your commentator powers are not that powerful.
Dang it. I'm not trying hard enough, apparently. I will try harder for him next time, I promise. I mean, it works sometimes. Sometimes I yell at them and they do what I say. Alright, we're in the right column. Oh, but there's no staircase, or no door going down there.
And it's an old man, so of course you can't bomb that way.
Oh, heckin' heck. No, I can understand not wanting to use it, especially because all you're listening for is a roar, but I mean, by process of elimination and looking at the map, you can kind of divine where you need to go or where you need to check.
That shoot room is what's really does hinder you from finding that roar.
True.
And Zelda too,
Well, yeah, because she wanted to take up 3 doors this time. Oh wait, here's the argument. It just came to me. Even though technically Ganon could not be behind that door, could still be a magic staircase behind the locked door.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there you go.
Unless you found all of them already.
You know what? You be quiet.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just giving, making logic for Vincent here.
That's true.
It's like, because some people actually track enough that they say, hey, I have found all the transport stairs. It can't be a transport stair here.
Well, there's, I think it's 7 transport staircases in 9.
Wait, 6.
6? Okay. So just, yep. Alright, now go to the left and go up. You have 1 bomb. Hey! And there it is.
And...
Oh, please stab him. Please stab him for that.
You can see that pause. It's like, huh.
Yep. Take your time. Okay, perfect.
And yeah, I mean, there's quite a bit in the southwest to cover.
Yeah, but that's okay. And there's bomb droppers over here too. But this is fine. Everything is fine. There we go. Yep, we know that's
Hi,
Princess.
hi, Zelda.
Yep. Oh, wait a minute. He needs one more bomb.
Yep, and these will not do it.
Son of-
I think there might be a bomb drop in here. I don't remember.
Please, there be a bomb drop in
I
here.
don't remember anymore.
Pretty please.
Oh,
All right,
there's
that's
a bo-
just mocking him at that point. They're on the other side
Well,
of
if
the
you had
room.
if you had a magic, you got arrows. You can go get the. You got sword beams and you got arrows. You can get bombs out of there.
That's true. But still, it's like I just need one on the left.
Yeah.
You know, let's make it as hard as possible on this poor soul here. Why not? Oh, game, you got jokes. Okay.
As I said, you got
Yeah.
beam swords. You got arrows.
Yep. You gotta shout louder too. He can't hear you.
But they're not dropping bombs right now.
Well, we still have one more room of dark nuts that's close by if he went left and up.
Nope, no bombs here.
Right, none here.
And we're going outside again.
Okay, and that's fine. I completely agree with that.
Let's see. Meanwhile, we've got Dr. Brian Lorgon, Lorgon, and Kennedy and Invisibor finishing off.
Right.
GG's to them.
Oh, good. Vincent got a bomb pack. Perfect.
All right,
Knows exactly where they need to go.
on a mission.
Yep.
Got to clear a couple of rooms to get past some shutter doors.
Vincent, you still need health.
Gotta get past the levers. Got a letter but no potion.
Was this a potion?
This is the wood
No,
sword.
That's the wood sword.
I don't know anymore.
It's fine. This is all part of the plan. This is for drama's sake. This is flair and flourish. All right. You got this, Vincent. Come on. All right. I demand, game, that you drop a fairy. Okay, good. Give a fairy. Thank you. There we go. See, you just gotta scream at the game enough. It eventually does what you ask. Perfect, perfect. Very nice, very nice. Okay, run screaming to the left.
And finally, one more time, here's Ganon.
All right, 4 hits. We got this. Oh, stupid bomb hole. All right. Round 2.
Stay away from the bomb hole. One.
1. Play the recorder for good measure. Good. Blind him.
3
Deafen him.
and
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
4.
Wait, is that an actual strategy of using the recorder to stun him like that?
Reading that until tonight. Interesting, really.
I've heard of it. I just don't see it very often. I
Oh,
don't know I don't know how effective it is, but it seemed to work pretty good of allowing
dang.
the. But get your GGs out for Vincent 246,
GGs.
finishing with a time of 1 hour 56 minutes and 27 seconds.
Ah. It's a timing thing. Okay. Yeah, this is the first time I've ever seen anybody use the whistle to fight Gan. I thought he was on it by mistake. All right. We only have a couple minutes before we do have to get going. So we'll see if Vincent wants to come in for a couple brief words.
Yay, we see Vincent in the channels.
Yeah. Very, very nice.
And welcome to the channel, Vincent. GG.
GG's.
Thank
Hey,
you.
Vincent.
Was like, where is? Oops. I was like, where is Ganon?
Hiding in the corner next to a shoot room, near a shoot room, and oh yeah, blocked by Zelda to the other way.
Yep.
Yeah. I was
With
like,
a hint.
yeah, I never found that hint. And then once I saw that hint, I was like, oh, I've been trying to get up into that upper right-hand corner. And I was like, oh, it's not there. I could have finished so much sooner.
Yeah, Boof was trying to will you to use that key to get into that door across the double remote room.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I wasn't yelling loud enough.
Yeah, I'm one of those players that I'm very stingy on my keys. So when I don't know what's going on, I am going to avoid it as much as possible. But then once I got that hint, I'm like, there's only one spot that I haven't covered yet, so it has to be there in the southwest. So I was like, right underneath Zelda. Any other things that I missed? I thought at the very beginning, I found the silver, so I was like, ooh, this is big. And then I was like, oh, I have the boat. I'm technically in go mode. Nice. So I was like very excited about that.
Yep. I still think you did very well. I mean, it was just, other people finished a little bit sooner. But I think you did really excellent. And the whistle for the Ganon fight. I know we don't have a lot of time, but I just want to touch on that real quickly. That is a strategy I haven't seen.
Thank you. I like to give proper respect to Crystal Saver, because that's the I picked it up from him.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
I learned that you can use the recorder to stun, to like time it so that you can just stab the Ganon with that. That's how I've been able to get as fast of Ganon kills as I could. Because I haven't perfected the stun lock. So that's my sort of stun lock for him.
Very nice. Yep, I think I've seen it before, but it's just not I don't see it super often. Really nice. But any other words? Because I think we're needing to wrap up the channel. We're at our 2-hour mark now. So
Yep.
What do you got there, Vince? Anything more?
Other than thank you, commentators, thank you, Tracker, and thank you, all you competitors, for joining this race.
Yep, as we said before, I mean, lots of faces from outside the tournament pool that are joining us tonight. It's awesome to see the community just have more people get into these races.
Yep. Moonrisen, any last words?
From me, but thank you to Speed Gaming for allowing us to restream this race. Quite awesome.
All right, so
Also, thank you to Boof and Kairos, as well as Kemi and Renakai, for commentating and tracking.
Yep. And before, Karos, I send it to you, I'm just going to say, please, everybody, make sure you give a big follow to our runners, Alsoa, Vincent246, Moonrisen Phoenix, and Fury SK. They put on a nice show for us tonight. So, Kairos, take it away and bring us home.
Right. It's been a while, a few months with the tournament, but back into the swing of things with these weeklies, and we're gonna keep on doing them. There's lots of other things that you can find on the Discord for Z1R, and I think that's gonna wrap it up for tonight, and we'll see you all next week.
Good night.